This is a big one. This is a big one. Scariest clips of the year. All right, we're here for this is an hour long.
On July
All
20th,
right.
2023, a radio station in South America was airing a live broadcast that left many viewers feeling disturbed. The footage was broadcast online, so those who tuned in were totally creeped out. In the broadcast, viewers were introduced to a special guest named Antonio Zamudio, who, according to the host, is someone who's had a history of paranormal experiences. Antonio talks about these experiences, but when he talks about one instance involving a clown doll, the whole studio goes quiet.
Oh, I hate it.
Viewers could tell that the atmosphere in the room had changed. Everybody was feeling unsettled, and even more so when Antonio showed footage of the clown doll. In the video, Antonio shows a close-up of the clown, which he says was given to him by a family who found it at a garage sale. But after they took it home, things got very strange.
I'll take your word for it, I guess. I can't see it.
They decided to give it to Antonio, given his experience with the paranormal. But one night, after setting up static cameras to record the doll in case anything strange happens, he captures this.
He fucking got. He fucking took off.
Somehow, the doll moves on its own. Looking closely, it appears to move by itself at an upright position before running across the room. Understandably, Antonio was just as baffled as he was terrified. It made sense now as to why the family seemed utterly spooked about this doll. Something wasn't right with it. To this day, Antonio says that he keeps it locked up in a glass case, given what happened that night. It's unknown if anything strange has happened since then, but until any updates are given, the question remains. Just how exactly did the clown doll move on its own?
Yeah, I'm gone. Bye.
On July 28th of 2024, a certain video was shared among many residents of the town where something quite peculiar had taken place. It happened right outside someone's house at around 7 p.m. Those who live here had thankfully caught the event on camera via surveillance footage, but the video itself is just part of the reason why neighbors are concerned. Whatever happened here had sent someone to the hospital. It was immediately after knowing this that residents of this neighborhood became terrified. The following is what was captured. Watch.
He got speed. He was fast for a little guy. What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Did he fly?
What looks like a flying object appears to strike the man from inside the house. Now it's worth noting that he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterwards. But strangely, he doesn't recall what happened as the impact was intense. Not much else is known about this occurrence, but like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
It hit the man in the door?
Was caught on camera.
It hit the man in the door and he fell down.
On September 20th of 2020, a father decides to record his two sons during a playful activity. Both his kids are engaged in a playful wrestling match, with each one trying their best
an
to beat
owl?
the
Oh,
other.
you know what? Yeah,
It's
that
a tight
absolutely could have
match,
been an
as
owl.
it looks
You're
like
right.
neither one can win the game. Well, that is.
That's true.
That
could have been an owl going for a swoop.
It's unclear as to what he's seeing, but his full
and the
attention
stitches,
is given.
it would have cut the
In
shit
fact,
out of his head.
He's so distracted that his opponent takes this opportunity
Solved.
to beat him.
Phoenix got it.
Although capturing his loss on camera,
It's a ghost.
something else was captured that neither the kid's parents could explain. While looking at the video he took, the father sees this.
What? Sees what? What are we looking at? Wait, I don't like that.
As the father sees that his son is fixated on something, he points the camera to where he is looking, but he doesn't see what it is that's so captivating. Whether he missed it or it simply was not visible, the camera had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured. but like something out of a nightmare, it doesn't move and stays completely still while seemingly staring at the camera. Whatever this is just stays in this
I don't
corner.
like that. I don't like that. I don't like
the
that.
camera to the same spot after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip.
Yeah. It took a
Still,
second.
no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe.
Hang on. I got something for this. Hang on.
I had caught it. In the closet, a face is captured, but like something out of a nightmare,
look at this spooky face.
It doesn't move and stays completely still.
Right? And then this is what it made me think of. Okay? This is what it made me think of.
Rachel, please.
I'm good. How are you?
I saw her face.
That's like that face. From The Ring. Anyway, that's what I was thinking of. That's what that looks like. But you rotate it the other way.
This just stays in this corner. But when the father pans the
What
camera
were you guys
to the
getting up
same
to
spot
tonight?
after turning away momentarily, it's no longer there. Although taken in 2020, there hasn't been any further info on this clip. Yet still, no info is needed to make this footage any creepier. While there has yet to be any updates, viewers continue to speculate as to what exactly was inside this wardrobe.
Swotar, you tried to play Deltarune? Fair. How'd it go?
A man from Poland is walking through a secluded forest when he finds an abandoned house. However, there's something about this place that doesn't seem right. Oddly, for some reason, the owners of this house had left most of their stuff behind. It's as if they had left in a hurry. Not sure as to why there were still things inside, the man walks around with caution, thinking that someone might still be there. But as he checks out the place, things take a terrifying turn. Watch.
Tamsu. Ew. What are we doing? The upside down cross? Is that what the dramatic music for was? Yeah. Shaky cam. Is the cross gonna fall? The cross gonna fall? Bonk him on the head? Alright, I thought they were lining up for a drop. See, the reason they left everything is because it's all garbage, though. What? Whoa. What happened? Bro, are you going?
Out of nowhere, the house comes alive. Things move on their own, and a musical box begins to play by itself.
You needed to jump out that
Although
goddamn
we don't
window.
know the property owners' names, their pictures can be found throughout the house. But whoever they were, they must have left the place at once for obvious reasons. It's unknown where this house is located,
The
but
upside
given
down
what
cross,
happened in this video,
and
there's
then
no
the
need
music
for
box
an
played,
address.
and something fell off the
Whether
counter.
actually haunted or not,
And then
the
he
setting
jumped
of
out the
this place
fucking
is creepy
window.
alone. But of course, let me know.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just gotta get out. Should have just started swinging.
At around 3 in the morning, a truck driver is heading northbound on the I-57 when suddenly he begins to panic. Something had just appeared in his field of vision, and whatever it was, it made him feel terribly disturbed. The person driving is known as Ken McGill, and throughout all his road trips and delivering goods, nothing as unsettling as this has ever occurred. Not sure what he saw,
What?
he pulls to the
What?
side of the road
What?
and
What?
reviews
What?
the footage captured by his dash cam.
What?
Looking at the video, he was glad to have pulled over far away from what he'd seen. This is what he caught.
She can go meet up with him and see if she can get him to confess. And it's a tough decision, I'm sure, but Amy ultimately agrees. Where's the
I gotta get out of the way for this one.
Out of nowhere, a person dressed in white appears close by. They almost seem to come out of nowhere before leaving out of sight.
That's just
it
a guy.
quickly, but not so fast
That's
that it's
just a
overlooked.
fella.
Ken is no doubt thankful that he caught this, but he's also completely terrified. And for good reason. Only a day later after posting this video, an accident had occurred at this exact spot. Reports indicate that those involved in the accident saw a lady dressed in white in the middle of the road, causing them to swerve their car to avoid hitting her. However, when interstate police looked at security footage that caught the event, they only saw the car swerving and crashing, but not the lady they claimed to have seen. It appears that they swerved for no apparent reason. While those in the accident swear that they saw a woman, Ken believes that something supernatural had appeared.
I mean,
whether ghost or not, this whole incident continues to baffle him.
if I got into an accident for no discernible reason, I would be like, oh, it was a ghost!
In the following video, a nurse
ghost
working
in
a
the
hospital
road.
decides to go inside a room where
That
many
will get me out of
doctors
a
and
ticket,
nurses
right?
are afraid to be in. The room in question is located on a floor that, according to rumors, is haunted. It isn't known if the rumors are true, but apparently, after what was captured, it may be the case that something truly strange is happening on this floor. On March 9th of 2021, a nurse known as Shanae Richardson pays a visit to the floor in question. On this floor, there's a hidden room that for some reason is blocked off from access. So, one night, Shanae decides to enter this room. She had gained access by asking a custodian to open it for her, but little did she know, this was a bad idea. Watch.
There was a hidden
So
room.
everybody wants to see what's behind the door.
And nobody was allowed to go in the
I'm
room.
back and I'm gonna show you what's finally behind this door, okay? Alright, so one more time.
Do not
this is everything that's wrote on the
remove
door behind this
save,
door in this
please,
hospital.
do not.
And it's been unlocked, so I'm gonna go inside. So scared.
Bah.
It
What?
happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
What? Give me the white circle. Is that a is that
It now
a
makes
mirror?
sense as to why Shanae had suddenly shut
That's
the
her
door.
holding her
Out
phone.
of instinct, she had backed away upon seeing what looks like a face staring at Shanae from a distance. Its disembodied
That's
head
somebody holding
seemingly
a
stays
phone.
in place without moving an inch. Or at least, it seems like that, because apparently, viewers claim that the head can be seen moving for just a bit. She wasn't exactly sure what she'd seen, but whatever it was, it prompted a sudden urge within her to leave the space immediately. It was only after watching the video that she saw what it was. Not much else is known about this incident or what occurred afterwards, but until there's an update, this incident remains a mystery.
That looked like a woman holding a phone in front of her face, like she was recording. Number
In this
13.
next video, two friends are chatting inside a car when they immediately go silent upon noticing something strange in a building nearby. Now, the first half of this footage doesn't really show anything peculiar. All that's seen is someone who, for some reason, is walking back and forth in the privacy of their own home. Although spying on someone who they don't know is already strange enough, it's the following detail that both friends find very strange. Whoever this is pacing in a way that they've never seen before. They don't seem to be walking, as they mention. Watching closely, they continue to record, when suddenly, they see this.
Okay. Wait, what? Yeah, gotta go fast. He's practicing his Naruto run. That's just somebody highly agitated, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta pace. Ghoulies got the yeah. Ghoulie got the zoomies. What are you training for? He sure can. Bruh's like practicing.
Just when you thought that things couldn't get stranger, this happens. Out of nowhere, the person inside this building begins to pace back and forth.
Oh, he's really giving her now.
It almost seems a little too fast for anyone to be able to do. The two friends watch in disbelief, feeling creeped out by this eerie sight.
Are they practicing
Whoever,
relay?
Oh,
it's burpees. No, what do you call it?
At a speed beyond human capacity.
Pacer test.
While there has yet to be an update as they plan to reach out to the supposed person who lives there, both friends remain unsure as to who
they're just doing the
or
pacer
even what
test.
was caught on camera.
That's why they're getting faster.
If you caught something creepy on camera,
we solved it.
or if there's
We
any
solved
ghost
it. Good
videos
job,
you'd like
guys.
me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. Now, the following video was submitted to me by someone who wishes to remain anonymous. They further mentioned they took this video in 2017 with an old phone,
practicing
which
to
might
run to
explain why
bed
the
so you don't
footage
get got
isn't
by
of
the
highest
real
quality.
ghosts.
But HD or not, the video is still pretty disturbing. It was during a video call with someone that they caught
The run
this.
up the basement
They state
stairs
that the person
when you
they were
turn the light
talking
off to when
wanted
you
to see the
like get
mess
to the top of the
inside their
stairs. Yeah.
godmother's house,
Big
as
boing.
apparently
Big
it was pretty
boing.
messy. But unbeknownst to them, it wouldn't just be the mess inside this house that scares them, but rather something else. This is what was caught.
She's a straight hoarder. You should get this when I get home. Like, watch. She's got problems. Can you see this yet?
Huh?
You can't see this yet, can you?
Oh, I think so.
Hold on.
What do we...
She's got, I don't know. She's got a lot of money. She's just, like, she's really cheap and
What
she
was
keeps
that?
everything.
Did you see it?
This is her house.
No, I can't. It
What'd you
says
say?
that it's interrupted.
Like, she keeps everything. She's really well off, too, but...
It happens quickly, but in case you missed it, here it is again.
Look your face. Hang on, let me get out of the way.
She's got a lot of money. She's just, like, she's really cheap and she keeps everything.
Yeah, it's just a face. That's it.
Like something out of a
That's
horror
what I
movie,
think.
a pale-like face is seen floating in pitch darkness before disappearing. It appears for only a few seconds, during which the face can be seen moving. It's easy to miss the first time, but watching this again, it looks as if its head is turning towards the camera. It seemingly stares directly at the person recording, as if letting them know that they're watching.
Fucking clip
Not
from
sure if what was
fucking...
captured. The man who took this
It's
writes
sinister.
that the face shares a faint resemblance to his godmother's ex-husband.
That's a good movie. That's
who
one of my
passed away in
favorite
this
horror
house.
movies, by the way.
He passed in 2001,
Sinister with Ethan
but
Hawke?
ever since then,
Oh,
strange things have happened.
so good.
While some believe that this may have been his spirit, others believe that something else was captured. Regardless, whatever had been there has yet to be known. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one. On the night of March 5th of 2024, a young girl is wide awake at a time when she should be asleep. Despite being past her bedtime, this doesn't stop her from playing with her toys. Throughout the night, she remains awake while keeping herself engaged in imaginary play. But little does she know, something unexpected would interrupt playtime. According to the child's mother, the family has been on edge ever since watching the footage recorded on their daughter's security camera. It's around 11 at night when this is captured.
Huh? Wait, what the fuck is that spooky doll?
Can I play with you? Hey, can you play with me? Sure, I'll play with you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Does she get sucked under the bed? Like. Now they have a changeling for a daughter. That's not a ghost. That's just a fae. They just came and took her.
It's no wonder that the mother has kept her daughter away from this room. From a toy lighting up on its own, and strangely playing the same song the child hums, to seeing her getting dragged under the bed in a seamless motion, the family is extremely concerned for the safety of their children. They believe that something had lured her using a toy. Although it isn't certain if the mother had asked what her daughter had seen, she's made sure to lock the room after seeing this. But only a few days later, she does this.
So I've been getting a lot of questions. People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
Is there a face down there? There's gonna be a face down there? There's gonna be a face down there? Gonna be a face. Gonna be a face. Is that a kid? Was that her kid? Was that... Wait.
As if checking under the bed wasn't already scary enough, she captures this. A creepy-looking doll hidden below the mattress.
Oh, it's a doll.
She continues to record when suddenly the doll begins to move. Now it's a bit hard to see at first, but after looking again, its head can be seen shifting ever so slightly. It's as if it knows it's being seen. Immensely terrified, the mother bolts out of the room in a panic frenzy. Naturally, she's kept the room locked ever since then. While it isn't known if anything else had occurred
the kid is no longer
outside of the room,
allowed to have a
the mother
bedroom.
continues to post updates, giving
She
her
gets to sleep
thoughts
on
on
the
the whole
couch.
situation. But currently, the question on the parents' mind remains unanswered. Just what exactly had dragged their child under the bed?
Telling you, this is a fae. Yuna, get your bum out of the way. Come here.
It's nighttime in the following footage, when a baby monitor inside a child's crib captures something that its parents have been worried about. It was all caught on the night of October 23rd of 2023. Suffice to say, their concerns have intensified after seeing what was captured. Even worse is that after this incident, their oldest child, who's only a year older, did this. Now before showing the clip, it's worth noting that they were being babysat by a relative who recorded the whole incident. Take a look.
Shay Shay. Cheyenne.
What is it?
Cheyenne.
Now, what's concerning about this is that the parents have seen this behavior before in the house they used to live in. The house in question is where this footage took place, and it's what happens in it that made them move out. Living in their old home, their children used to stare at things that didn't appear to be there. Sometimes they would start crying after staring at nothing.
I like how we
Something was
didn't have a
upsetting
picture of the
them, but
kids, so we
parents
just
weren't
grabbed a
sure
random
what
picture
exactly
off the
that
internet.
was until they saw this. After watching countless recordings from the baby monitor inside their youngest child's crib, one video caught their attention. The following is that video. Watch.
We're watching. What is it? Ooh, ooh.
It's
What?
for
I
this
didn't see
reason,
that one.
among others,
What?
that the family has moved out of this house. They believe that what was captured had been the spirit or entity that's been upsetting their children. Replaying the footage, one can tell that this black, shadowy mass is anything but a person. The way it glides past the crib and the fact that it flies towards the ceiling suggests that this was something else.
I do not see it flying
Whatever this might have
anywhere.
been, the parents hope that it hasn't made its way into their new home. If so, then they don't know what else to do. For now, the family continues to share videos of paranormal happenings from their past home.
Oh,
in
they
the hopes that
enhanced this
someone
one.
could
Alright, let's
explain
see,
what's happening and see if anything must be done to keep them safe.
Nope, never mind. I didn't see anything go flying.
This next video was taken at a storage facility
Yeah, I didn't see
where
it.
a father owns a storage unit containing obscure vintage items.
That's a creepy
The
hallway,
facility is
though.
well known for being creepy, but it's the contents of this unit that's by far the creepiest. Among all things inside is a toy
Oh,
monkey
I don't like
that the father
that.
knows is worth a lot of money. Although initially not wanting to sell the doll, he now hopes that someone would buy it off his hands as soon as possible. Ever since having it, the stuff inside his unit would
That's an
live on
awful
their own.
doll.
Now,
Monkey.
noise complaints would often be made by employees who accuse the man of living in his storage. But after setting up a camera to show that it's the stuff inside being thrown around, he captures this.
Monkey. Oh.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the toy doll moves on its own. The staff working at the storage facility were just as spooked as the man who owns this unit. He believes that this is the culprit behind the strange noises employees heard. While there has yet to be a prospective buyer for this doll, the man continues to document the monkey on the off chance that something else is caught on camera. But currently, nothing else has happened. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Terrible. Terrible monkey.
On the night of May 10th of 2024, a mother's looking at her child through a Ring camera when something happens that scares the living daylights out of her. Veronica Alba, who submitted this video, writes that she was watching over her child from a different part of the house. She was upstairs, getting her 2-year-old ready for bed. Her 4-year-old, who was downstairs, was waiting for her to come back. But during this time, something happens that Veronica can't explain. Mind you, that no
Does
one
a
else was
figure
home
cross the
except
doorway?
Veronica and her 2 children.
Toy Story
This
moment. He
is your
realized he was
footage.
being watched. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Watch.
I bet there's gonna be a guy walking across this doorway or something. That's so perfectly framed.
Be careful. It's me, Snoopy.
Rose child.
Be careful, don't fall.
Now, Veronica writes that she didn't hear the screams on camera till much later. It was only after playing the footage from the cam that she heard it. According to her, a woman's voice is heard from inside the house, sounding as though she's crying or in total distress. She doesn't think that it came from outside, considering that the voice echoes within the walls of her home. How she didn't hear this when it happened baffles her, but the fact that it came from downstairs where her child was alone makes her feel very unsettled. Without knowing where the voice came from, she continues to be on edge, hoping
I
that
heard
it
the
doesn't
lady. I
happen again.
heard a lady. Number 2.
On a Thursday afternoon, somewhere in Texas, a woman named Kiki Clemens begins to freak out. She tries her best to keep calm, but considering what just happened, she just can't. Something very strange had just occurred in her backyard, and so she records this video on the off chance that no one would believe her.
What that
Even
dog
before
doing?
this, there were countless times when she knew that something wasn't right with her home, particularly the small shed in the back.
The light is off. Everything is super tight locked.
Despite being vacant or deprived of any tenants, her dog Dutch would always stare at the shed. There hasn't been a time when Dutch would not look at the space. Whenever she does, it's with complete focus. As Kiki states, she's always locked in, looking at something that doesn't appear to be there. Now, Kiki definitely finds this strange,
That's
but it
creepy.
never occurred to her that
I don't
something
like
spooky
that.
would ever happen until recently. On a certain day, while playing with her dog out in the back, the door to the shed suddenly flings open. Terrified beyond belief, she cautiously walks over and records this video. Take a look.
That was hella weird. There's literally no way that door just opened by itself. Y'all, like, I really don't get freaked out, but that was really just... That door has a keypad lock on it. Like, and it's actually hard to get in. Dutch, where are you going? Don't leave me.
I mean, that doesn't look like a shed. That looks like... I guess it is a shed, yeah.
There's like...
Oh.
What? Why did you just jump like that?
There's somebody in their shed. There's just a man living in that shed.
Why did... Baby!
There's gotta just be a man living in that shed.
Y'all, do you see her?
Yeah, they gotta absolutely turn that into like a guest room or something.
What the f is going on? Yo!
It's unclear why, but Dutch is looking at a certain spot behind the door. Clearly, no one is there, given that no feet or shoes are seen below the doorframe when Kiki approaches the shed. If no one is there, then what is? It doesn't seem obvious, but one thing that many viewers have pointed out, which freaked out Kiki
Staring
upon
down that
realizing,
ghost,
is
yeah.
the fact that Dutch is looking past the door's height. Whatever is there, according to viewers, must be tall. Considering that Kiki thinks something supernatural had occurred, she believes
There might
that
be, like,
something was actually there that only Dutch
Squirrels
could
or a
see.
cat
To this day,
living in there.
her dog continues to look at the
Strays.
space
Yeah.
as if scared by something that can't be seen.
Squirrels in the roof.
On June 4th of 2024, a video was taken inside a public restroom where something pretty creepy took place. The man who recorded this is known as Axel Loza, and based
Yeah,
on
or
his voice
mice,
alone,
yeah.
you can tell that he's deeply troubled by something.
Number 1.
Axel states that no one else is in the restroom except
Let's see
him.
Spooky's video.
Now this is odd, considering that he just heard noises coming from one of the stalls, but each one is empty. So, as an attempt to get this on camera, he begins to record and captures this.
No, te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que estoy, bueno, acabo de terminar de hacer el baño. y pues estaba todo normal, pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada. Vean, acá tampoco, vean, aquí tampoco hay nada, aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo, pero vean, uy, ¿escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada.
That one got me. Yeah, open up, ghost FBI.
As if it wasn't already startling to hear the banging noises, we see this, a face suddenly appearing in a stall that was clearly empty. It happens quickly, but not so fast that we miss it.
He was just trying to
Only do we
pee.
realize what was seen until after it happens.
And then you walked in with your
or
camera.
At least, that's what happened with Axel. It was only after reviewing the footage that he noticed the face. Just like viewers, he was left terrified by what was caught behind the door. Like something out of a nightmare, a pale face with wide open eyes just disappears without a trace. Now Axel hasn't said much or given updates on this occurrence, but with or without further context, the video itself is still pretty terrifying. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon.